All right, so let's go ahead and practice measuring some things. So I have just a sticky note pad here. When we measure, we make sure we start at the very end of our measuring tape. All right, now on a ruler, sometimes they have a blank space at the end. So like this one, there's a blank space there. We want to make sure we start at the 0, not at the very end. So on the, tape measures like this, it's going to start at the very end. So we go ahead and we're going to do our centimeters first. And so if I line this up at the end, then I'm going to zoom in here best I can so you guys can see that. All right, so if we take a look at where this lines up, all right, so I need to look at what whole number I'm past. All right, I'm past the 7, and then how many lines past the 7 am I? Well, I'm past this half line, and remember that half line, if we zoom out here a little bit, that half line is 5/10 or 0.5. And then how many lines past that are we? So if we slide this down just a little bit to make sure we can see exactly where it's at, we're at this line right here, which would be 5, 6, 7. So we are at 7.7. So I would say the width of this pad is 7.7 centimeters, okay? And then if we take it and flip it the other way, it's probably going to be, oh, it's a little bit different. So if I start it there, yeah, it's still pretty much the same. So that one's going to be about 7.7 as well. So let's grab something else here. So we got a marker, and so I'm going to put my marker on my tape measure here. Let me zoom out a little. And so I have it lined up with the end here, and then it comes to this point right here. So that's past the 13. So 13, and I put my decimal. I'm past the 5 because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm at the next line 6, so 13.6 centimeters. All right, so that's how we would measure things using the metric system, the centimeters. So pretty easy. You're just figuring out what whole number we're past and then how many of those lines past there we are, and that's your decimal. So 13 and 6/10. I could write that also as 13 and 6/10, just like that. But when we are measuring with centimeters, we want to measure with a decimal, and same with 7 and 7/10 if I want to write my mixed number or my decimal.